If you're potentially facing divorce or in the middle of a divorce and you own rental properties, this video is for you. My name is Bunney. I am a local CDRE in the Denver metro area. I am a licensed real estate agent and I have been an award-winning realtor for over 10 years. Today, I want to talk to you about selling a rental property that may have tenants in it that will survive the sale. Let's jump in. You're definitely going to face a few challenges if you are selling a property and you have tenants that are still in place. For example, if you put your home on the market today, we're in March, and you have a lease that goes through November, what are you supposed to do to get that property ready for sale? Let's talk about some of the challenges and some of the solutions if this is a scenario that you find yourself in. Problem number one, lease agreements that survive this sale. According to the National Association of Realtors, 83% of home buyers out in the market are looking to move into their new home instantly. They want access immediately to the home when they close on it. That really changes the marketability if you are only able to market to 17% of buyers who are more than happy to purchase a home that still has a lease that's ongoing through November. Something I've also ran into is even if somebody's purchasing a home and wants to continue renting it out, they want to utilize their own lease. They may want to do their own different type of tenant screening, and this can cause a lot of conflict with the new buyer and the homeowner, and then the tenants if they can't come to some type of agreement to carry out this lease. Issue number two, property condition and tenant cooperation. I'm sure we can all agree on this, that when we rent something versus own something, we may treat it a little bit differently. Typically, if you're renting a home, tenants living in a property can have a high significant effect on the presentation of the home. Getting tenants to cooperate with keeping their beds made, keeping dishes out of the sink, making sure the home is vacuumed every time you have a showing. This is a lot to put on a tenant because when they signed their lease, they were not necessarily signing up to help you sell the home down the road. This causes a lot of issues with home buyers that may walk into the property because if it's not upkept and well maintained, you could receive a lowball offer or no offer at all. Not only are they maintaining the inside of the property, they also have to manage the outside of the property, be available for us to put signs in the yard, hold open houses, put a lockbox on the door. Again, this is asking a lot of a tenant who may not agree because they are simply paying you to live in your home. Problem number three, availability and access issues. Typically in a lease agreement, I have seen personally that if the home is going up for sale, tenants are requesting or will be provided 24 to 48 hours notice for showings to occur on the property. I work with a lot of buyers, and typically when we schedule showings, it's rare that we schedule them 48 hours in advance. Sometimes it's the night before we want to get into the home, or if the home just hit the market, we may want to see it within a couple of hours. On a typical occupied home, my sellers are given a 2-hour minimum on a showing. If we have to reschedule, we will. That happens here and there. However, giving 24 to 48 hours notice will oftentimes push buyers away, and they may find a different property within that period of time. I know this is a balancing act, and that's a huge problem. Landlord income versus the sales process. Some people own their properties in cash, and having it sit vacant for a month or two, not a big deal. But a lot of people, including myself, because I have investment properties, we carry mortgages on those homes. And it can be an extremely stressful situation when you have to carry the mortgage, but you're not making that rental income. So let's talk about the potential solutions to these problems. This is what I like to call the cash for keys solution. This approach provides financial incentives for tenants to cooperate with the sales process, allowing you to have a smoother transaction and gain more equity out of your home when you do finally sell. Some of those incentives do include a cash payment for keeping the home maintained well, upkept, making sure they are doing some additional cleaning and exterior maintenance while you do have showings going on throughout the home. Additional compensation when they are flexible with scheduling showings. Maybe they don't mind if it's only a 2-hour notice. I've noticed there are some very great tenants out there that are more than happy to help their landlords out and will easily allow showings same day, and it's never an issue because they may be getting their rent cut in half or a few extra $100 that month towards rent for cooperating. And the third solution, which is my personal favorite, is negotiating a sum of money for your tenant in order to break the lease early so that you can do full marketing on a vacant home. Again, I know this can be stressful if you do have to offset that mortgage payment. However, in the long game, this is big. That allows us to go into a vacant property and properly stage, have it completely cleaned, make any repairs or updates necessary for you to maximize the amount of equity that you will be receiving at the closing table. It is crucial for there to be a written agreement between the landlord and the tenants when you are deciding how you are going to incentivize the tenant, whether that's allowing showings and being cooperative, or if you are letting them terminate the lease early, just to make sure that everybody is completely covered in this situation. And I know the cash for keys agreement is not always something people can execute, but please reach out to me. I'm here to help you find solutions for any of these problems or anything that may occur during the sale of your home. Rest assured, if you're working with an agent who has these strategies, we will ensure that your time and the value of your home are not compromised. If you have any questions about listing a property that has tenants, or you're selling your home, whether you're getting a divorce or you're just downsizing, upsizing, buying your first home, I am here for you. Again, my name is Taylor Bunney. I am a CDRE, that stands for Certified Divorce Real Estate Expert. I am in Colorado in the North Denver metro area, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Reach out. Thanks.